All right, fans, get ready for my Miami Dolphins post-game report against the Cincinnati Bengals. Stay tuned. All right, sports fans, welcome to SNJ tonight. I'm gonna do just a post-game show. Once again, very disappointed, embarrassed. Don't know what you want to call it, but anyhow, just came live for a second. Sorry, did not notify anybody. Uh, but it's completely embarrassing. Lost Quinn Ewers' first NFL start, if you want to say full start in the NFL, losing to the Bengals 45-21. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I was going to do these post game wrap up or pre games, whatever you want to call it, Monday night, which is, Monday afternoon, Victory Monday. Of course, it's not a Victory Monday, but anyhow, I just came tonight, late tonight, and just to say is how sad uh, how this team has done all year. I not going to use excuse as injury. We know we benched Tua. Uh, I think the benching was too late. I think when you were 1-6, you should have made some adjustments, some changes. That's one thing that I'll be talking about here in a few minutes about McDaniel's, about doing the right things and changing and making the game or the quarterback feel comfortable, which I think he made Quinn Ewers uncomfortable. And why do I say that? And I'm gonna say my personal opinion on this. I know Tua's not gonna be here, and if he is, we need a whole restructure of this team, regardless. Okay, not gonna blame Quinn Ewers. I think he was put in a hot spot, if you want to say that. I think it's not easy. Uh, you jump in this league. You're facing a good offensive team in Joe Burrow. Come on, we know that. I mean, he put up points against the Ravens. He did put up points against the Buffalo Bills, but they lost. Their defense is not that great either. But this game was close, okay? And I'll give the tail the first half, second half, because man, do we had a terrible third quarter. Here we go again. Adjustments, changes, putting your quarterback, your rookie, in tough situation to see what he's all about. Listen, the way it started this game, for me, Quinn Ewers felt very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. He didn't even seem like he was a rookie. Okay. So we're going to halftime down 17-14 by 3 points. Okay. We get the ball. We get the ball in the third quarter. What do? Pass, pass, pass. Why? Why? Run the ball. Why did we pass? Run the ball. It's sad to say that, guys. I mean, 21 points. Of course, three interception. Uh, well, one fumble and two interception, by the way. We had a fumble with our tight end, but still, we were down by 10 points. Run the ball. You could have get a field goal, made it a one game possession. You could have scored a touchdown, still make it a one game possession. But you decided to just throw, 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 throw. Now, once again, I am not blaming the quarterback Quinn Ewers. I'm gonna say as a fan, McDaniel has to go. Now, you might say, why you say that? Why? Because it's not working out, guys. It's not working out. Okay? Tua will be benched the rest of the season. We know where Tua's heading. There is going to be a major change in his team. I believe so. I think there are going to be changes. Do we have to move on from Tua? Yes, that's going to happen. Quinn Ewers, you can't say much under the stress that he came into. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I think he played pretty well. Didn't see a nervous guy. Had very confidence at quarterback in the pocket. Uh, did not get sacked. Got pressure a couple of times. But listen, there's no way that McDaniel could continue becoming the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. I'm sorry. It just can't happen. You know what's gonna happen? Put a new quarterback next week, Wilson, which I doubt it. That's not the case. There's already controversy saying that Wilson's not happy, and those are rumors. And Tua said that he understands the situation that they're in, and he don't mind helping the rookie out. But we're back in the same boat, guys. Back in the same boat. We got Tampa coming up next. And here we go. It was a blowout. Then finally they score a touchdown in the fourth quarter to make it respectable, to show that, hey, let's get some stats. And then what happened again under 2 minutes? I mean, won't 3 timeouts. Let's see what Quinn Ewers have under 2 minutes. You decide to run the clock out. That's poor management, man. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not happy. I mean, look at the stats. I'm gonna look at the stats here for a second. And stats, it doesn't matter. Burrow 25 of 32, 309 yards. By the way, Flacco came in the game. He was 1 for 1 for 4 yards. Joe Burrow had 4 touchdown passes, guys, 2 sacks. Okay? A passing rating of 146.5. Then you got Quinn Ewers 20 for 30 for 260, a 66.0 average. Of course, 2 interceptions. Now, 1 interception, I can't blame him. It was tipped, it was picked, but that's okay. I mean, that happens in the NFL. This team, along with McDaniel, cannot continue to produce this kind of, you want to say, football style of playing. It is a physical game. You run the ball with A-Chain. A-Chain had a couple of good runs, and then after that, it was like he was averaging one or 2 yards per rush. Mix it with Ollie. Mix it with I mean, why would you do a quarterback sneak with Quinn Ewers? This offensive line is not the Green Bay Packer offensive line. It's not the Bear offensive line. It's not the Buffalo Bill offensive line. Why would you get the ball on 3rd and 1 when you give it to your big back and you give it to A-Chain and we got stopped in the midfield? These are the things that really worry me about McDaniels. He's just not that coach for Miami right now. And I feel that way, guys. He's just not the coach for Miami. I feel that it's time to move on from him. Really. Finally Waddle had, he had a good game, decent game. No touchdown, but he had 9 catches. He was targeted, 9 times, 5 catches, 72 yards. Waller was targeted 5 times, 3 catches, 40 yards. I mean, so the numbers and statistics was there, but we needed points. I mean, A-Chain finished with 15 carries, 81 yards, 5.4 average. But the Bengals did whatever we want. I mean, that's another subject. The defense. What happened to the defense? What happened to this team defense? I believe that Weaver will not be here next year either. If they're planning to keep this team intact the way it is right now, guys, get ready for a long season. It starts from the offensive line. Okay, it starts in the defensive line. I know. Once again, I said at the beginning of the program, we know we miss Mika Fitzpatrick. Okay, but listen, that's only one player. Okay, that's all I can say. That's only one player. But we can continue to actually play like this. That's two back-to-back games we come out flat. Same thing Pittsburgh did on Monday Night Football on the third quarter. I think if I'm not quite sure, the Dolphins have allowed now 35 points in the last two games in the third quarter. And quote me if I'm wrong, because if that's the case, you got a rookie quarterback at which you're not giving any chance, any leverage, and you're not doing anything. I mean, the adjustments. Where's the adjustment, McDaniel? Where's the adjustment, Weaver? I mean, let's be honest, guys. I mean, it's getting to a point, and as a fan base, as a fan, you know, we get tired. Hey, buddy, how's it going, buddy? Just talking about this embarrassing loss today. If this doesn't give a chapter for McDaniel to leave the team, what does? I mean, you already benched Tua. I guess that was a statement, so the fans could be quiet. Now, we, the fan, we want him out of here. I'm gonna say this, and I said this in the prior podcast. If we get a new GM, McDaniel's not gonna be here. As much as you think that Ross loved this guy and loves Tua, but I guess nobody loves Tua now. He's gone. He's gonna be actually gone. I believe they're gonna take the hit. If they don't take the hit, they're gonna take the cut in June, July, to get some salary cap. But I can name a lot of players that they're not gonna be here. Listen, Waddle, I think he'll be a trade bait. You could trade him for a first rounder. I mean, what has Waddle has done since Tyreek Hill has gone down? Really nothing, guys. Okay. Chubbs will be gone. I can tell you that definitely. I mean, this is money they're gonna save, right? Uh Tua, maybe a trade, maybe not. Okay, Rasheen Douglas. I mean, these players that they picked up just from the practice squad or from signing from. I mean, they're not going to be here. I mean, it's just a complete disaster for 2026, 2027, even up to 2028. When I look at the numbers earlier this tonight, and I was going to do this for Monday. I didn't want to put no statistic, no stats in that on my screen here. But man, we're in a major hole right now. We are in a major hole. And I believe we're not going to come out of this until we get a real GM that could take over. Yeah, yeah, because I mean, well, he did good today. Not, I mean, he was targeted 9 times, 5 catches, and of course, no touchdown. But he did had what? Let me see here because I was watching a few minutes ago. I think 70 something yards. I think he had 72 yards. There you go. But once again, man, we have to get something. We need to get something. I mean, if you're gonna now, one guy I'm worried that they're gonna have to pay big bucks is A Chain. Somebody say, "Hey, trade A Chain." I don't think. I think that would be a bad move to trade A Chain. But you got Ali Gordon, you got Wright, you got options here. But you have a good because right now this league is turning into if you notice lately, into a running league. But we need an offensive line, regardless. I mean, Quinn Ewers for me didn't play bad. Besides the 2 picks, of course, one pick was tipped. But once again, McDaniel put the quarterback in a tough situation in this game. I'm sorry to say that. If McDaniel think that Quinn Ewer is going to be Aaron Rodgers or Joe Burrow or an Allen, he was wrong. You have to develop the guy. I know it's his first game, full game. We still got to see the second game, so we don't know yet what's going to happen. But what do you guys think, man? I mean, I'm gonna be sincere. McDaniel has to go. This 2 games left for the season. I'll be honest with you. If they don't let him go, I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. I just feel that it's an embarrassing, man. And I'm not saying that the Bengals are a bad team. No, they're bad on defense, but they have a good offensive team. So now Miami is 6-9. Once again, they're not going to finish 500, which that's what I was hoping for. Now they're 6-9. They could end up probably 7-10, maybe 6-11, and we could get a better draft. Who knows? Right now, the last that I checked, Miami was 11th overall in the draft pick. Don't know if that stock went up or down. So, but listen, it's not good for McDaniel, man. Not good at all. I'm very disappointed. Hopefully, against Tampa Bay, which Tampa Bay is coming into play because they are in a race for that division. So Miami just have nothing to play for. Just your future quarterback. Don't know. I don't think they're going to have Abel. I don't think they're going to have any quarterback to draft if they're in the 11th round. I'll be honest with you. I don't think no quarterback. I mean, there'll be quarterbacks available, but not the top 10. The top 3 or top 4 quarterbacks in this league. Which we know where this guy's going. What's his name? The Cuban guy that just won the Heisman Trophy. He'll probably end up with the Raiders. Who knows? Who knows? I just came up and saw this. I couldn't believe it. Feel bad, feel embarrassed as a fan. We in for a long season. I could say that. Well, build the team first and then get the quarterback. I think you need the quarterback first because how can you build a team? Think about that. Maybe I'm wrong, Abel. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, your quarterback is actually, like I say, he is your pilot of an aircraft, the head of the airplane, and then he needs his crew, and that's how I feel it should be. Now I understand they gave to Tyreek Hill, they gave to Waddle. They surround them. The only thing they didn't surround Tua is with a great offensive line. And the moment we signed Jonah, we thought, man, that's the piece we're missing. No, buddy. There's more piece to that puzzle. See, that's where I think Greer failed. Miami failed the fans. And be honest with you, he also failed the coaches. If you would have built a good offensive line, and there's something that Curtis said. He has a great podcast, by the way. It's I think it's Curtis per head something podcast. He said something interesting. You don't need to have all heroes in front of your offensive line, right? You want to you don't want to have like Superman and Batman and and Aquaman and it's going to be all good up front. But you have to have established something in between there in your offensive line that can help you out. We're running good, and suddenly we stop running. Yeah, Robert Jones 3 plays saw it from 3 miles. Yeah, yeah. I mean, man, I'm just disappointed right now because we drafted Tunsil years ago. We say Tunsil's not good. We had Hunt. We couldn't sign Hunt. He went to Carolina. Now, you might say, well, Tunsil was not good. Well, how can you say that? He went to Houston, the Texans, and that I know of, they went back-to-back playoff game with a rookie quarterback. Tua hasn't even shown that. Stroud went back-to-back playoff games with Houston. So you can't tell me that. And they had Mixton back there when before he got traded. So from Cincinnati, but I don't know, man. It's sad. It's just sad. It's sad. It's very disappointing, man. I mean, I just look around. I mean, I look the whole picture, the whole 11 on 11, 11 defense, 11 offense. I mean, there's the only thing we could do, let's be honest, is evaluate, Abel. That's it. Evaluate this team. And let's be honest, man, we are terrible. Regardless, I don't care. We are terrible. Your MVP, we know that already. It's gonna be A-Chain. We know that already. But you start by the quarterback, man. You get your right quarterback there. The problem that, which I understand what 305 and Dirk said, you build from players first and then you get the quarterback. But how do you know what you're going to get? See, we knew what we were going to get with Tua from college. Hip surgery, concussion. We knew that. Quinn Ewers, I mean, like I say, he didn't look as bad as you think he looked today. He did not. It's just McDaniel play calling was terrible. That's all I can say. Man, it's very disappointing. I can tell you, it's very, very disappointed. I mean, I had podcasters saying, "Man, I just don't want to do this no more. I just don't want to go live and do the Dolphins anymore. I mean, this is enough. It's crazy. I mean, not me. I did the whole, the whole fourth quarter because, I'm a Dolphin, win, lose or draw. But, uh, man, it was embarrassing. Man, it was bad. It was really bad. And then what McDaniels does, put Quinn Ewers and say, "Hey, man, you're down by 21 points. Let me see what you could do. You were down by 10. Run the ball." That's it. That's all I can say in the third quarter, of course. After that, it was history. But yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. And like I said, I was gonna do a post game, wrap up, and I was gonna do all this, and I decided to say, "Hey, now let me go on live tonight and be honest about it." Um, tomorrow will be another day. Listening to the press conference with McDaniels and Heward, it's amazing, man. Well, there you go. And listen, I don't disagree with you, man. What plan? What plan they have? What is the plan? They have no plan. The only plan I'm glad you brought that up because I'm gonna say right now, the only plan probably this team has is just shut it down, tear this team apart completely from the ground up, completely tear it down. You could talk about draft picks, you could talk about so many things, but hey, if you gotta tear it down and it's like a building, man. It's just like a building. How do you build a building? How do you build a house from top to bottom, right? So if we gotta do that, uh, I'm just gonna say this, and I hope Ross, because that's what everybody was talking today. If only Ross could sell the team, right? No, and I agree with you. If you told that to Dirk, it's the same team. If this continues, it's the same team, and that's what happened. Something has to change, and I'm gonna say it again. If this team decide, if owner Ross decide either to keep, because I I don't know why, but I got this feeling that this GM that we got right now, okay, Kelly, it's a champ Kelly, whatever his name is, probably tell McDaniel tonight, listen, buddy, you don't win the next two games, we're making a change. Now everybody says, oh, they're keeping him because Ross likes him and all that. Listen, they are going to lose value next year with the fans. Trust me. I think the fans are tired, man. The fans are just giving up. And I don't want to criticize this because it's one game. See, I said that on my last podcast. All right, let's say Miami lose and all that, but if they lose respectfully, they didn't lose. I mean, that's an embarrassing, man. 41-21. It's the way we lose every time with this coach. I'm not blaming, as you see, I'm not blaming Quinn Ewers. And you might say, hey, man, you could blame him. He's a rookie. He's a rookie. And I'm going to say it again 3 games is not going to be an evaluation for me. Heck no, for no quarterback. You know what's going to happen next season? Here's what's going to happen next season. I know Tua's still going to be here, unless they trade him, unless they release him, which I hope they can, man. Take the hit. You know what? Take the hit, clean house, right? But if Tua's here next year, you know what's going to happen, Abel? It's going to be a competition. They're going to tell Tua, you're not the starting quarterback for this team. If you want to be, you got to earn it. And listen, I forgot about Tyreek Hill. He'll get cut. He'll be gone. Another salary cap. There's going to be changes. And unfortunately, we're going to have to wait till the end of the season. It's funny. It says, well, McDaniel's not in the hot seat. He's okay. They want to keep him. Well, I believe he's in the hot seat. And I think he's been in the hot seat since he was 1-6. Yeah, we had a streak going. Yeah, we were winning. Come on, let's be honest. We were winning because of A-Chain. We wasn't winning because of Tua. You know what's funny? This is the first, in 3 games, 4 games, that we finally got 260-yard passing. That's the thing that I was happy about. Because if Quinn Ewers would finish with 50, 60 yards or 110, 12 yards, I would have been upset. But listen, it doesn't matter. It starts with a coach. I'm not going to blame Quinn Ewers. I'm really not. I'm going to take that off my back already. I'm not going to blame the guy. I'm not going to criticize the guy. I'm not doing that. To be honest, I'm not. I just feel that McDaniel has to go. That's it. That's all I feel. I mean, what's going to happen? We're going to play next Sunday? We play Tampa. We're going to get blown 45 more points. Is that's what's going to happen? Come on, man. This is just ridiculous. It's just. I don't think for the fan. I don't think it's right for the fan. I can tell you that right now. I don't think it's right. That's my opinion right now. I think the fan base has noticed. Hey, man, this is it. We're tired of this. By the way, next game is at Miami there at 1 p.m. And then they go to New England at 1 o'clock. Well, we might get snow in New England. We might get cold weather in New England. That'd be funny if Quinn Ewers win a game in the cold weather. McDaniels is the head coach. Boy, would that bring controversy. Imagine that. Because right now, everything with the Dolphins is a controversy. Look at that. 3-8 in the conference, 3-2 in the division. Lost 2 games in a row. That's how good we are. 6-9 record. That is so sad, guys. So sad. The good thing about this, Abel, is Christmas. We have to enjoy Christmas on Christmas Eve. I just look at the score, man. Look, from the beginning, 33-8 against the Colts. 33-27 against the Patriots. We should have won that. 31-21 against the Bills. That was a closer game. Jets 27-21. Wow, we won that. Panthers 27-24. We led by 17 points. Chargers 29-27. We led in the fourth quarter. Then we get beat by the Browns 31-6. Then we beat the Falcons 34-10. Then Ravens come home and beat us 28-6. Yeah, it is pathetic. It is pathetic. It is. Then we beat the Bills 30-13. We thought we won the Super Bowl. Then we beat the Commanders 16-13 overtime. We had a bye week. We beat the Saints, beat the Jets. There's our streak. And then Steelers 28-15. And then 45-21. Come on, man. Come on. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Hey, listen, today I was shopping with my wife. This is going to make you laugh. And they had my Dolphin. Actually, I had the other Dolphin, the black throwback. My God, the guy saw me at the store, at the grocery, and told me, aren't you feeling embarrassed wearing that? I swear, Abel. I'm going to do whatever. Whatever. I'm not going to, I love my team. And the funny part, this guy's a Cleveland Brown fan. And I was going to tell him something, but I didn't say nothing because he was parked right beside my car. And he was all Cleveland. So I'm like, wow. Imagine that, Abel. People see you now with the Dolphin thing, and it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing, man. I'm sorry to tell you that. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. My wife tells me, "Man, you still wear that?" I wear my jacket or my shirts or whatever I got. Listen, don't go nowhere. I gotta show you something. Yeah, they almost beat the Bills. Yes, at the last minute, they almost beat the Bills. I'm gonna show you something 1 second. This is something that my wife got me years ago. And this is an old jacket from the Dolphins. They still got it. It's just the old logo. Give me a second. Look at this, buddy. Now you can see how old I am. That is the old Dolphin logo. And that was, I think this is 1980 something. Tell me if I go a long ways, buddy. Yeah, you said it, the Shula jacket. You got it right. So, today I was with what was the podcast I was in today? And I just came in a few minutes live with Dirk, not Dirk, with Curtis and George. Uh, I think it's the Finn Faithful. I think it's called the podcast. I was there for a little minute. We had weather and Wi-Fi issue. And he was telling me he's been a fan since he was I think he told me 6 years old, just like me. I said, well, just like me, I'm 1972. That's when I came. So I explained to him, and he said, "Wow, George." I said, "Listen, man, I got autograph pictures, everything signed from Don Shula, signed. Oh, you saw it from the Zach Thomas cap signed. You know, Louis Oliver signed my cap also. You know, I got Patrick Surtain. And listen, I go a long way, man. But to see what we see now, man, is just a joke. 25 years, man. 25 years without a playoff win. And Curtis said something very interesting. You know, how you build this team and the way you build it, right? How things change. You build to get stronger, physical, and better. But as time goes, the game changes. And that's something that he brought up that is so true. You know, you might have a good right tackle, left tackle, a guard, a good center. But my gosh, man, this team is it's like a dismantle. They got the good days and their bad days. They're blocking today up front. Listen, Quinn Ewers did not get sacked. I guess Quinn Ewers was never touched in that game. But my God, the play calling, no way, buddy. Terrible. But this I came up tonight just to tell you guys how I feel. I tell you how what are we seeing for the near future for this team. Which listen, don't like to say it, there's not a future here. You know who I feel bad, Abel, and I'm saying this right now. If they sign the A chain, which they probably will sign A chain, don't be surprised if they don't sign him because he's running. I mean, he's running for his contract. That's what A chain's doing. Okay, and then I think, and that's me thinking, they are holding him back so he doesn't get paid. I mean, I'm sorry, I could be wrong because you stop running the ball. You're down by 10 points. You can still run the ball. You still what? You still got 1 quarter and 8 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third. So maybe they don't want to pay him. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the truth what John Smith said. You know, you make the Pro Bowl. You're a great tight end. You had a great career, and you decide to trade me because you can't afford me because you know that big money was going to jump up. Think about it and watch this. I don't know if you noticed this. Two ex-Dolphins scored a touchdown. John Smith on Monday night. I think Gasicki had a touchdown against Miami today. So two former Dolphins had a touchdown. Back-to-back games. So think about it. So McDaniels, man, I don't know, man. I just feel that's it. I mean, it's got to be the last ride, Abel. I'm sorry. I mean, I know that we had a discussion with Dirk too. Who would you rather keep, Tua or McDaniel? Everybody says McDaniel, but now the way I see this, what can McDaniel do to develop any quarterback that comes to play for Miami? I'm just saying because this is what you showed today against the Bengals. Now, I'm not saying that we were going to win or lose. Okay, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is you put the kid on the spot. You did. So that's one thing I'm worried about right now. Uh, but once again, I feel McDaniel has to move on from this team because he's hurting the team. And maybe you say he's not. Maybe you say, hey, give him a couple of years. Let's show him. Let's give him this guy one more year because I'm gonna tell you right now, Tua don't have a starting job in 2026. I can tell you that right now. I don't be surprised they told Tua, go pack your stuff and get ready to get the heck out of Florida, man. Go sell your house. Go. And I'm sorry. I mean, I know I sound kind of harsh when I say that, but listen, man. God, man, the frustration. The guy told me, man, George, I feel your frustration. I said, no, buddy, you don't feel my frustration. What I'm tired is we're seeing the same thing week to week. No adjustment. Play calling. So much about running the ball. So let's bring the statistic up too that we haven't brought up either. All right, so yeah, fire Mike. That's exactly right. Look at his statistics. A-Chain was averaging 140, 135 yards per game in the winning streak. I mean, he got like 154 on one of them. The last two games, A-Chain has not got 100 yards. He got 50 something against Pittsburgh, and today he had 70. I think it's 70 something. Or let me get the stats, because when I saw that, I said, "Here we go. What are they doing?" Now you stop running the ball. You have changed. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point, Abel. Year after year, decade after decade. I think we're just tired, man. We're just tired. Let me go back here for a second, because when I saw this, I said, "Wait a minute. Let me go in here." Okay, so A-Chain had 81 yards on 15 carries, and against Pittsburgh, let me go back. Let me get to Pittsburgh for a second, because I know he didn't have much yard, and that tells you right there. Why are you changing this? Why? I mean, I have no idea what this coach is doing. Okay, let me go here, schedule, and let me go to the Steeler for a second. I had it here, stats. A-Chain, 12 carries, 60 yards. So 60 yards. So there you go. A-Chain has not run the ball. Well, yeah, because Miami's trailing, and we don't run the ball when you're trailing. I don't want to hear that, McDaniel. I just don't want to hear that. All right, here we go, and that's the Bengals. I mean, 45-21, man. What an embarrassing thing, man. What embarrassing. I felt bad about it, to be honest with you. I really felt bad. And I feel bad for Quinn Ewers, because, man, when he went to the podium and he was talking, he was speaking, how comfortable he felt, how good he felt. But, man, you start throwing. You forgot to run the ball, McDaniel? You're only down by 10 points. You weren't down by 21, 28, 35 points. And tell me that's not a coaching issue. Then what is it? I got people telling me, George, I have no problem with that. Maybe he want to see what Quinn Ewers have. That's not the point, buddy. If you're down by 10, you get a field goal. It's a one-game possession. Or if you score a touchdown, it's a one-game possession. You're building confidence to the quarterback. You're building confidence. Hey, man, we're down by 3. It's not much. The defense got this. But no, you didn't build his confidence. Yeah, I mean, like I said, first half it was great. Second half, another meltdown. And once again, third quarter. That happened against Pittsburgh. Now it happens against Cincinnati. Might happen again next Sunday against Tampa. But listen, what can we do as fans, right? Once again, still supporting, still hanging on. But I can say the fan base is getting tired. The fan base has a great point of view. Uh, the moment they start, yep, yeah, on third down, yeah, he was good on third down. I think he was off. I think the Bengals were 50% on third down. We were terrible on third down. But and listen, don't be surprised Weaver is gone. Somebody came and mentioned me today. Well, Weaver should be the head coach. No, I don't want Weaver as a head coach. Trust me, I don't. Alco Vale, one of the podcasters, told me, George, imagine Flo coming back. I said, I doubted Flo coming back. He's a good defensive coach, but listen, we need a strong individual that could really, really take over this team. Okay, starting from the GM all the way down. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Unfortunately, Abel, we're gonna have to clean house. I mean, probably defensive coach. You know, I'll keep Smith. No, Frank Smith, offensive. I think he done well when he changed the linemen to six linemen. But and like I say, I know it's the same scheme that he run with Tua Tagovailoa. It's the same thing with Quinn Ewers. But man, I can tell you something. The man could move in the pocket. He could throw in the pocket too. I mean, I see some good things today from Quinn Ewers. Like I say, I'm not blaming the guy for this game. You might say, well, Joshi threw two interception. It doesn't bother me. It's that third quarter, man. You're right. That third quarter. That's where we bad at in that third quarter. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's just sad right now. It's man, it's like it gives you a bad taste in the mouth. You know, you see your team struggle and you see the talent because there's talent in this team. They have players that really I can tell you right now, if they go to another team, Abel, they do better than here. How much? Let's go back a little bit. Wes Walker went to New England. Think about that. Brian Cox was traded. Was it New England also? I think it was New England. I think he played for New England. I mean, all these players that play for Miami goes to another team and they're having a terrific Gasicki, my God, with the Bengals. What a year he had. So, okay, maybe he didn't want a Super Bowl, but it doesn't matter, man. One thing we need to stop doing, to be honest with you, Abel, stop going to this practice squad and pick out these players, injured players, and put in your ball club, and you think that they're gonna do a miracle. Yeah, tonsil, Hunt. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, but look at them now. I mean, Hunt went to Carolina Panthers. My God, they beat Tampa Bay today. They're on top of the division. Oh yeah, and what's the guy that they just picked from the Dolphins who released the linebacker or the defensive? Was it the outside the pass rusher? Uh, that was picked by the Buffalo Bills. Jordan or Jordan, whatever his name is. My gosh, there he goes. He goes to Buffalo, and today I mean, they beat the Browns. Close game, but they beat the Browns. Yeah, Noah too. I mean, it's sad, man. Philip, yeah, Philip playing good in Philadelphia. Well, I still believe that Fangio loved Philip when he was in Miami. That was one of his best players. That's why he probably told Philadelphia, "Let's go for that trade." So here we go. I mean, back to the drawing board again. Back to the drawing board for this team. All I can say is, how much can a fan take? The fan base. And I'm being honest, we're in for a rough 2026, 2027, maybe 2028 before we see something happen to this team. I believe what you said to me last time about the release of the schedule. Oh my God, it's going to be brutal for the Dolphins. Um, Somebody said today they should lose and tank. Listen, if that's the case, they should have been tanking from the 7 game all the way down. They were 1-6, then 2-7. But Abel, it's terrible right now, guys. It's terrible, very terrible. I mean, disappointed, terrible. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. I mean, not that I'm embarrassed to become a Dolphin fan. No, I'm not. But these numbers, that you're showing up at the end. You built at the end to get stronger, to show what you have down the road. Yeah, that's true. A whole other half of a decade. You're right. And that's going to be, I mean, listen, there's no other way to do, I mean, yeah. And listen, can it be possible that the players today completely gave up? Because sometimes in the game, I saw that on the defensive side, not on the offensive side. I mean, I seen players with their hands and their waist looking around. Don't know if you noticed that or not. Uh, on Brown catching the end zone wide open in the corner. I forgot who was I think it was Brooks. I think it was Jordan Brooks or Dobson. Turn around, put his hand in his hip, and say like, "What happened here?" I mean, it's like they're all completely shocked. This is not the same team that won four in a row and now lost two in a row and can't figure it out again. See, that's the issue I got. Now you can't figure it out again. I have no idea. But yeah, buddy, very, very. I don't want to say stressful because it's not stressful. It's disappointed, embarrassing. Another way to call it. Uh, I can't say that the players are not playing with their hearts. I know they are. There are some that really are. Now, some players were interviewed. I don't know if you saw this prior to the actual game, saying about Tua being benched. They disagree with that. They don't feel too good about it. They were not too happy about it. You have Wilson. According that's this is all media, all it's rumors and speculation and just media talking out there. Wilson, the quarterback, which by the way, $6 million. It's been 2 years now. He's been in the league, and this kid doesn't have a snap, neither with the Denver Broncos or the Miami Dolphins. And I reassure you that if McDaniel put Wilson next week or at the end of the season, it's going to be a controversy because Wilson is not too happy either. Okay, and can I blame Wilson? No. Is Wilson good enough? No. But you decide to spend $6 million, which you could save that money. Tua now is your third string quarterback, according to McDaniel, the rest of the season. And a full start for Quinn Ewers. Now, I knew people were going to start saying bad things about Quinn Ewers. Oh, he's not a quarterback. He's not a franchise. Hey, guys, 3 games ain't going to cut it. Evaluate it, see it. I saw some good things. Yes, I saw some good things from Quinn Ewers. Tua, you could throw him out of the subject. Tua, it's not going to be here next year. They'll find something to do. They'll take the hit. They'll make a trade, by the June, July, before the deadline, so they can save some money. All right, so you're going to have a lot of players not going to be here next year. I can tell you that right now. And as fans, you know what? We're going to have to, I hate to say this, you're going to have to swallow this one for a couple more years. And we're going to be probably repeating ourselves the same thing every single year. Unless we have a miracle kid that comes in, like a Dan Marino. So, and listen, Dan Marino at the last couple of years, going from his prime. I mean, I know he made it to the Super Bowl, but hey, man, Well, man, thank you for joining in. I'm about to exit too, buddy. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. I'm gonna close it up with this, and then I'll be here hopefully the next week. See what goes on. But thank you so much, man. You have a happy, Christmas and holidays with your family, man. Stay safe, and might go live tomorrow, may not. It depends. But anyhow, thank you so much, man, and you have a good night. But going back to the Miami Dolphins, guys, as fans, just prepare what's coming. Uh, you can say down the road in the future. Uh, are we gonna restock, reload, restart? You could call whatever you want. We don't know. That's remain to be seen. That we know that Tua days are over in Miami. Yes. Can I say Tyreek Hill day over in Miami? I can say yes. Waddle possible trade. Probably say yes. Uh, Chubbs probably last time as a Dolphin. Yes. Uh, whether you see the dismantle of the team coming up in this next 2 days, cutting player, releasing player, mm, I have no doubts. Uh, what's going to happen to Storm Duck next year? Players that are injured. What's going to happen to Saunders, our kicker? Might be gone, might be cut, save money. There's a lot to say about this team as we are coming down the stretch now of the end of the season. So, anyhow, thank you so much. Just a short video, not that long. I want to thank everybody for joining in, those that joined. Unfortunately, tough loss, 45-21. Uh, Not good for Miami, not good for the fans. But we got to continue to stay positive and take it week by week and determine, see what we have. And that's all we could do, guys. Just see what we have. Uh, what is the future for this team, starting from quarterback, uh, all the way from the GM to the owner. We fans were saying sell the team, get rid of it. Says to his daughter. Uh, there's a lot of love and passion when it comes from Ross and Tua and McDaniel, but sometimes things has to come to an end, and unfortunately, that is what's happened to this ball club. But anyhow, thank you so much. You guys have a good night. Fins up. Check you guys out sometime during the week. Any breaking news, anything that comes out, please check the channel. Check the short. Love you guys. Listen, have a Merry Christmas, and of course New Year's. I still be going live in anything comes up, any breaking news. And listen, fins up.